OP-13 has been out for about a week now. It's been out for a few weeks, to be honest. I didn't pull anything! We're starting to get information on the pull rates for the red mangas, the Gorosei God packs, the SP Shanks. And if you hoped that clicking this video was going to maybe give you a little bit of hope that maybe there was a decent chance of pulling some of these cards, oh boy! Are you gonna have a great watch session here with me now? But don't be intimidated, guys, okay? As a community, we need to know we're up against when we throw our dollar bills at cardboard, okay? At shiny cardboard. We need to know what we are up against. But guys, before we get into it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We were almost at 4,000 subscribers, which is super awesome. And I do apologize. I've been trying to use my professional camera in the back there more often, but I gotta set up lighting. It's gotta be nice weather. The weather's been crap, so, you know, all that fun stuff. But anyways, we are sticking with the webcam. We are sticking with the TCG player. And without any further ado, use GamerSupps, code Theory for 10% off. Let's get into the video. So OP-13, guys, we now have a rough estimate as to what the pull rates are, and I'm going to show you what those pull rates are in the video using my nice little editing and just making it all look fancy. I'm going to give you the numbers, but just real quick, let's take a look at OP-13. We can see the price has crashed a little bit. This is typically normal for any set that comes out. It's dropped 20%. It's $171 US, but listen, this set is God tier. Literally a God pack in this, so it's God tier. And I think it's personally worth investing in. Out of all the sets that have come out recently, this set is definitely the most gas set there is. Now, just quickly refreshing everyone's memory, we have got the regular manga cards. We've got Luffy, we've got Ace, we've got Sabo. Cool. You know, and honestly, I like this Ace manga card. I really do want it. I have a Sabo. I don't care. I have a Luffy, technically. Here's the Sabo. He's all right. I mean, we can see the prices have been dropping, which is exactly what we knew was going to happen. But that's besides the point. Manga chase cards, typical. The God Gorosei cards. Now, these are not accurate prices at all, but the prices have gone down. As we can see, the listed medium is $700 US. These cards were going for a lot more when this was out a week ago. Let's actually see the, oh, that's the regular alt art. Not doing that again. Yeah, we can see here with St. Marcus, we've got 700. So the God pack cards have started to go down. You know, there was a lot of there was a lot of debate about this. A lot of people thought because Gege Akutami was behind these cards that they would skyrocket in price. Perhaps that is still the case. But as of right now, it seems that the prices have been going down, which leads me to the manga cards. The top chase cards in this set. Guys, the last video we talked about, the OP-13, I really wasn't sure what to think about these cards. I thought they were going to go down price. They're going up in price. They are astronomically more expensive. $9,000 US. This is crazy. This is crazy stuff. And the pull rates are why these cards are so expensive. And we're going to get into the pull rates right now, guys. But just real quick, I need to advise you to have a tissue on the sidelines just in case a tear comes out, okay? It's gonna be a rough watch. But anyways, let's get into the pull rates. So guys, all of these hit rates are coming from information from the community, from online, things I've gathered, and I've kind of just put it into a fun little... These pull rates are based off of 68 cases in total. We are talking 816 boxes and a total of 19,584 packs, okay? That's where all this data is coming from. Now, I don't know how accurate all of this is going to be, but I would argue it's pretty darn close. So let's begin. So first of all, let's take a look at the gold and silver Shanks SP card. Obviously not the top chase, but still a chase nonetheless. This is on par with the gold and silver Blackbeard and Luffy from OP-11 and 12. So people obviously want this, and if you've seen spoilers for OP-14, we know a buggy is coming next, so that's super exciting. However, what is the likeliness of you pulling a gold and silver Shanks from a case? Well, the odds are somewhat difficult. It turns out the likeliness of you pulling a Shanks SP from a case is around 21%. Now, to be honest with you, that's pretty insane. I mean, let's be honest, a case costs like $2 grand, $2,200. I mean, those are pretty low odds still, if you ask me. You know, you're spending that kind of money, and you're still not likely to pull one of these Shanks. That's pretty insane, if you ask me. But, you know, if we break that down even further, the pull rate per box to pull one of these guys is less than 2%. 1.78%. Now, if that seems even more insane, the likeliness of you pulling one of these Shanks cards from a pack is 0.075%. Wow. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Those are some very difficult numbers, if you ask me, and we're at the bottom of the chase, guys. By the way, I'm sorry I'm so white, man. I don't know what's going on. I've just been marinating in snow or something. But anyways, let's move on to the next chase card. Let's talk about the Gorosei God Pack. So guys, with the Gorosei God Pack, the only way you can get these Gorosei cards is basically by getting a God Pack. What do I mean by that? You basically are that lucky you pulled one pack that had all of them in there, which is incredibly rare. You know, it's like PRBO 1, you know, with the God Packs, with the mangas and stuff like that. And we have like God Packs, you know, where they shove a bunch of like alt arts and stuff in the pack. So we're not new. Like, this isn't new to us, okay? But the likeliness of getting one of these God Packs, guys, is ridiculous, okay? Let's actually take a look. So out of a case, the pull rate for a God Pack per case is roughly 6%. So out of 12 boxes, your likeliness of pulling a God Pack is 6%, which may sound not so bad. But again, let's consider the fact that these cases cost about $2,000, give or take. So that's pretty low, man. That's a pretty low chance, okay? And breaking that down with the pull rates per box, it's literally less than 1% chance, 0.46%. It's less than 0.5%, which is absolutely insane. And if you're ready to shed a little tear, the likeliness of you pulling a God Pack from just a pack alone is 0.025%. Yeah, so like these are pretty insane numbers so far, guys. What do you think? They're pretty soul crushing, okay? If you're really trying to put some money out there in the hobby, you know, I've already invested like over $600 freaking dollars into this set, okay? No luck at all. But let's move on. So now let's get into the juicy stuff, guys. The manga cards, the regular manga cards, which are always a chase card in every set. We've got the Luffy, Ace, and Sabo, but what is the likeliness of you pulling one per case? So guys, the likeliness of you pulling a manga rare from a case is about 10%. 10% is honestly pretty okay. I don't know. I mean, like, obviously this is higher than the God Pack. And I thought we'd look at the regular mangas before we look at the red ones, because obviously it's going to really reflect the colossal difference between the both. However, if we're gonna break this down even more, we can see that the likeliness of pulling one of these guys from a box is a little less than 1%, 0.87, which I personally think is on par with manga chase cards in general. So I don't really think there's anything too crazy out of this, but for the likeliness of you getting one from a pack is 0.036%. So guys, there we have it. Those are the top 3 chase cards. Wait a minute. We are forgetting one last thing. We are forgetting the red manga cards. Guys, the red manga cards are colossally difficult to get. And based on all the data we've looked at right now, you bet your ass that these are going to be the most difficult cards to chase. So let's break it down and see how likely it is to get one. So guys, the likeliness of you pulling a red manga Luffy Ace Sabo from OP-13 from a case is 4.4%, which is pretty darn low. Lower than the God Packs, which is absolutely insane. But guys, it gets more painful as we kind of go down the ladder here. The likeliness of you pulling one of these guys out of a box is 0.29%. So you have less than a 0.3% chance of pulling a red manga. And out of the packs, guys, you have a 0.0145% chance. Is your tissue ready? Because I'm gonna need one, man. No, straight up, guys. These numbers are insane. Now, obviously, they may not be 100% accurate, but based on all the data I've been collecting, they seem pretty close to it. Guys, OP-13 is stunning in terms of what it offers, and the percentages are absolutely mind-blowing, guys. If you were one of the lucky individuals to pull a God pack or a red manga card, I'll be real with you, sit on the red manga card. Unless you need the money, I think that card's going to blow up. However, the God packs seem to be going down in price. So do what you will with your cards. And listen, do what you will with your cards in general. None of this is financial advice, but seriously, if you're one of the lucky people to pull some of these cards, you guys are laughing. But guys, there you have it. Those are the pull rates for OP-13. Let me know in the comments below if you feel like these percentages accurately reflect what the community is saying. This is just from what I've been picking up. But nonetheless, guys, I wish you all luck. I hope you all the best. And let me know in the comments what your pulls were like when you got OP-13. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to post more. I'm going to try to post more. I'm a very busy guy. I've got finals and stuff coming up and work, so it is hard to get videos out. But anyways, I hope that you found this video insightful, and I will see you in the next one.